Drum nerds! What's going on? Drum Nerdesses, welcome. Hopefully you're well. Like, subscribe. We want to get that 6,000 by the time Christmas rolls around. Right, not product placement. I am not endorsed. Just love it. My good buddy, because I'm trying to find a place to hang this, my good buddy Robbie, he made me this one year for my birthday. Because I'm Canadian, he put a load of different, and he's a stamp collector, he put a load of Canadian stamps from all over the place into a little frame. I think that's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite pieces. Gotta find a place to put it somewhere. Obviously not there. Anyways, you didn't come here for my internal decorating. You came here to like, to subscribe, to say, hey, what's up, Colin? Also known as Drum Nerd. We're getting into Zeppelin, if this title hasn't already given it away. Now, I'm getting into my favorite Zeppelin song and piece of all time. I've always loved Black Dog. Might not be your favorite. Gorgeous. Hopefully this gets put up because I think it's Warner who owns their, or has a stake in their masters, their copies, and they pull things down real quick. So hopefully you're seeing this. Let's get into some Black Dog live at Madison Square. Oh, don't crap over me.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you slap, gonna make you groove.
See, now this is the thing. I've heard the song millions of times. Haven't seen it live. But the one thing that's always stood out, and go back and listen to the official thing. I'll say this now because it's pretty much the main point of this whole song for the drums, for me at least, is his triplet felt section on his bass drum. Well, I'm not going to verbalize it, but pick that out. It's gorgeous, especially with the dated kind of technology that was those single pedals. I don't know if he was exactly using a Ludwig Speed King. I think he did. I think he would have been, because he was attached to Ludwig, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a click on the recording. I know this, you want the song to go, so do I, but there's a click on the recording. But in all of those breaks, I thought it was initially him tapping the pull rod, but I think it's him just doing a stick clack, and it's right before coming in, because it doesn't come in perfectly. Not that it's imperfect, I'm losing my words here with excitement, but he clicks the stick, and I don't think that's for his reference. It might be for the rest's reference, for Mr. Plant there and all them. But yeah, we'll get into it. I'm sorry, I love this song.
The way you swing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay.
And that, you might do it.
But your honey drip, I can't keep away.
See, now that's the second point that I want to pick out, is he didn't do it there live, so I want to know why it's kept in the track. It might be maybe that there was a guide track. To be fair, that's probably what it is, actually, now that I'm thinking about it from my personal studio experience. Sometimes guide tracks get left in by accident. I don't suggest this was an accident. If that was a guide track left in, hypothetically, it was probably left in because they liked the sonic element and texture that it gave to it, right? But listen to it, because it's a distinct click. It could even be somebody tapping their feet if it was a wooden floor side. But it sounds like stick click. But it's beautiful. That riff though. And again, now we're displacing the snare a bit, but it's got that snare tom groove. The other bit that I really want to point out is so pay attention to this when we come into those kind of verse breaks again. Right when he starts, after the he puts a snare drum where you normally and naturally would feel to be a bass drum, where you would put the bass, just because that's, I guess we've been ritualistically kind of brought up in a certain way where specific sonics just make most sense to our ears. Even though, you know, you've got 4 beats, let's say in a measure, you can have any one of those making any noise on the kit, but we've conditioned ourselves to go, well, you know, 2 and 4, or the 1 and the 3, or the this and the this is how we do this, and we put the upbeat on a snare to make it do this, but you could do any sonic voice on any of those numbers. But the main point of this is a real nerdy video. The point is, he's putting a snare drum where you would hear a bass, so you hear a backbeat, and it kind of jolts you a bit. It's beautiful and brilliant. Here we go. Here it comes.
I got a road, can't stand still, got a flaming heart, can't get my fill.
See that? Ah! I'll point to it. I'm getting a phone call while I'm doing a video. I apologize. I'm not stopping this. If you heard my ringtone, by the way, yes, that is the 24 Jack Bauer ringtone. Ah, that bottom triplet. Sorry, I'm really excited, and I'm putting this out as it is. I know the phone call was there, but that bottom triplet. Oh. Well, it wasn't quite a bottom triplet, so that I'd like to sit back with. It was. Let's have a go. No, that wasn't the bottom triplet. But those stabs have always felt so good. Right here. And that lazy snare right after it. It's... Oh. Here we go.
Take too long, for I found out what people mean by down and down.
And don't forget to be paying attention to those. Those are triplet pedals. Those are gorgeous. Those flutters. And he's doing this back in '73. He was doing it before. There is a reason why Mr. Bonham is the cream of the best cream you could find. Probably better than Tesco's finest cream, you know? That's why he lives up there in this outer stratosphere.
Telling her friend she's gonna be a star.
He does one of those at the end of every break.
A big-leg woman ain't got no soul.
Here. Ah. Going over to that ride, on the bell of that ride. Getting those bumps. Ah. Oh, it's just Christmas Day, isn't it? Really? That was a rather offensive couple of notes there, I'm not gonna lie. Because you don't... So that isn't normally the notes that are in the track of that phrase. I'm not saying it's bad, but it just catches you, it wakes you up a bit.
I need a girl to hold my hand, won't tell me no lies, make me a happy man.
And here we got that fill again. See, now this is what I really want you to know. Because there was the other one where it was blakadada, blakadada, badagada. Now this one is ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Effectively. Now, that is a very stereotypically drummers are primitive ba-ba, ba-ba kind of a statement and a phrase, but it fits, it's perfect for the song. It goes along with the kind of melodic waves of the song, of the guitars, of the bass, of the vocal melody. And this man is a genius of the drums. So he put it there because it needed to be there, not because he couldn't think of anything else or didn't have the ability to put it there. So when you hear all these things of, you don't need to do that. Simple, just gorgeous. Oh, and that man knew how to tune some drums, I'll give you that. And those stabs. And that lazy snare coming in there. Come on, you. And that's just such a fun groove to play. I know they were rock, but they were blues rock, if you get what I'm saying. Like, oh. Just that feel. This man's... he had a meter like nobody. I didn't even... That's not in the track. Listen to that level of... on that single, very dated pedal. Flip and listen to this. Right here. Come on! And he's visibly using 3 drums for sticks. Oh shit! That came out of nowhere. That's not in the track. They're crushing that. Look at that double time and that pedal unleashed. Here we go. Oh. And he's got some things behind him. Ooh. Do the triplet, do it, bottom. I think he did it at the end there. Because that's not it. It was right there. It was right there. I think there was 1 or 2 bottom triplets. Yeah. Yeah, there was. So the bottom triplet is basically taking a triplet, which is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, right? So you got, you could look at it saying, I've got the Swiss Army triplet. And he just went, well, I'll take one of those 3, and I'll make the foot do one of them. So then you've got right, left foot, you've got right foot left, you've got left foot right, you've got left, right foot. However you orchestrate it, and it is very crucial about how you orchestrate it, because if you look at the toms, now this was my personal favorite, because I love this man so very, very much. You can do right, left foot, but then you've got low, high, low. My personal favorite was a left, right foot, because then you're going high, low, lowest. So you kind of have a very sonically perfect curve, if you see my point. That was how at least I approached it most personally to me, but this man could do it in any other way, backwards to front, anyway from Sunday. It's his frickin' rudiment, essentially. He's invented this fill. But my God, that was an experience. I'm sorry the phone call in the middle. Like and subscribe. But geez, I genuinely feel exhausted right now going through that, because I've heard this song a million times. I love it. I've never seen it live. and they just blew the roof off of the place. That's a 14-minute video. I'm gonna sign off, everybody. I do apologize. Let's hope this gets as many views. Right. God, they're brilliant. Okay, stay safe, be well, keep your stick on the ice.